Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a little bit of a different angle because I'm doing a special video with a special guest, my little cat Boozy, who is chilling out with me today. And I am looking for my #1 new Christmas audiobook that will be the first one I listen to this year. Now, last year I was absolutely successful with that. The audiobook I chose last year was my favorite Christmassy audiobook I've listened to ever. So I hope I will be that successful again this year. Now, we're starting out with quite a large number of books. I found around 70 books that were eligible. I usually look for books that are novel length, so at least 6 hours, that are published this year. So sometimes, books have been out in the US, but then they come out in the UK. So I don't know about these things, but if they're listed on Audible as recent, then they count. And I usually look for books that are not part of a series. I'm so glad the cat has left me now. So these are like some of the criteria. And first of all, I'm gonna go through all of the books that I have found and let you know about those. And then we'll narrow it down to the top 10 so I can do ranking after listening to the little tryout bit you get on Audible. So let's get into the list of books. Okay, so this year we have a list of 70 contenders, and I'm just gonna go through them now without synopsis, without anything, just so you can see. So the first one is A Christmas Escape to Iran. I have no idea how to pronounce this, by Ellie Henderson. A Christmas Miracle in the Little Irish Village by Michelle Vernal. A Concert for Christmas by Helen Hawkins. A Little Magic by Lindsey Lanza. A Newport Christmas by Jess Heilman. A Thimble for Christmas by Dilly Court. A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. A Wish for Christmas by Courtney Cole. All I Want for Christmas by Rebecca Pace and Alexis J. Bright. All's Fair in Love and Christmas by Sarah Monson. Blues Christmas by Robin Paul. Bright Lights Big Christmas by Mary Kay Andrews. Christmas at Misteltoe Lodge by Amy Rafferty. Christmas at the Cat Café by Jessica Redland. Christmas at the Gingerbread Inn by Michelle Stimpson. Christmas at the Shelter Inn by Rayanne Thane. Christmas at the Snow-Covered Inn by Lucy Coleman. Christmas by Candlelight by Karen Swan. Christmas Forever by multiple authors. So I'm not quite sure if this is a collection. Yeah, it is a collection. So it's out. Sorry. Christmas Mouse by Rachel Spangler. Christmas Wishes at the Lakeside Cottage by Erin Green. Christmas with the Lords by Heron Langdon. Clear Christmas by Robin Paul. Cotswold's Holiday by Casey Stockton. Countdown to Christmas by Joe Thomas. Faking Christmas by Kara Winfrey and Faking Christmas by Cindy Steele. 5 Gold Rings by Kristen Bailey. Flying Home for Christmas by Helen Whitaker. Finding My Elf by David Yildiz. 4 Weddings and a Christmas by Philippa Ashley. His Christmas Wish by Melissa McClone. Holly's Christmas Countdown by Susie Tullett. How to Lose a Guy Before Christmas by AJ Pine. In the Creek Midwinter by Mandy Baggett. It Happened One Christmas by Chantal Gretton. It Started with a Kiss by Miranda Dickinson. Last Christmas at Ballyclare by Emily Bell. Let Your Hearts Be Light by Faye Quin. I love that this is called the Christmas Daddy series. Merry Xmas by Courtney Walsh. Manchester Christmas by John Gray. Meet Me at Christmas by Jenny Hale. Misteltoe Malice by Kathleen Farrell. I love this cover. Once Upon a Christmas House by A.D. Ellis. One Christmas Eve by Sherry Lowe. One Christmas in Paris by Mandy Baggett. One Christmas Morning by Rachel Greenlaw. Snow Days with You by Leonie Mack. Snowed In by Catherine Walsh. Snowed In for Christmas by Jacqueline Snow. Snow Plays Like Home by Lacey Baker. That Festive Feeling by Heidi Swain. The Book Club Hotel by Sarah Morgan. The Christmas Book Club by Sarah Morgan. Quick note, the Book Club Hotel and the Christmas Book Club are actually the same book. They just changed the title for Britain and America, I guess. The Christmas Café by Eliza Evans. The Christmas Catch by Clare Lydon. The Christmas Love Letters by Sue Moorcroft. The Christmas Orphans Club by Becca Freeman. The Christmas Promise by Lindsey Gibson. The Christmas Swap by Talia Samuels. The Christmas Veto by Kira Andrews. The Christmas Wager by Holly Cassidy. The Claus in Christmas by Rachel Bloom. The Last Train Home by Elle Cook. The Perfect Christmas Village by Bella Osborne. The 12th Month of Christmas by Sheila Roberts. 3 Holidays and a Wedding by Uzma Jalaluddin and Marissa Stapley. Winter Wishes at Roseford Reloved by Faye Keenan. Wrapped with a Bow by Lily Vale. And Right Christmas by Robin Paul. I also really love this cover. So next, we'll go through the synopses of these and I will decide my top 10 of these. So I cut it down to 20 and that was already so hard. Oh no, now I have to cut down 10 more. Why is this so difficult? Okay, so I narrowed it down to 10, which was very painful. There were so many titles on there that sounded quite interesting, but I can't be here all day, so 10 is already quite a lot to listen to. But I'm very excited. I have chosen 10 and now we will go through them. Okay, so the first one we're giving a try is called Christmas at the Gingerbread Inn by Michelle Stimpson. And this one is even free on Audible right now. And I chose this one because it seems to be a romance between 2 black characters and it also appears to be written by a black author. Since that is not so very common in this genre, I definitely wanted to give this one a try.
Listen, reach beyond safety or common sense to clip a string of Christmas lights onto the rain gutter. Come on.
Okay, this one only has a very short listening bit of 2 minutes, so I really like the voice of the narrator, but there's 2 narrators, I guess because it is dual perspective with the female and the male lead. So we are following Caleb and Eden, and they take care of a local family who become homeless because of a fire. And yeah, it just sounds really sweet, really Christmassy. So yeah, this one definitely a good first impression. That's the one. Okay, the next book is The Christmas Mouse by Rachel Spangler. Let's listen to this one.
Okay. No, we wouldn't want to be in our kitchen anyway. We have a system they only want.
In this one, we have a romance between 2 women, and both of them are obsessed with Christmas. So in this little sample, we hear a little showdown where they talk about their favorite Christmas movies to make sure that they're on the same page. But it seems that they disagree on the details of Christmas, because one is more of a city person and one is more of a small town person. And so this one I chose because it is a female-female romance and I always enjoy those quite a lot. I'm not so sure about the narrator. I think I enjoyed the narrator of this first one a little bit more, but this one is very high on my list. The next one we're gonna try out is Let Your Hearts Be Light by Faye Quin.
Will you start with strangers for the season? I thought fine. Please, like a flash
Okay, the cat has obviously resettled, which makes this even more awkward to film. But I really like this sample of Let Your Hearts Be Light. In this one, we are following two dads who sign up for this Christmas buddy program. And so far, we have heard from Baxter, I believe, who is a baker, and his daughter got him to sign up. And so this is a male-male romance. But I really love the tone of this. It's very dad humor. I mean, the series is called Christmas Daddies. But I love this idea. I love this idea of them being already a little bit older. And yeah, I really, really like this one. This is going to the top of the list right now. Then the next one we have is Misteltoe Malice by Kathleen Farrell. And this one just has a really cool cover, so I want to know what this is about.
To dispel the strained expectancy, Bess told herself how pleased she would be to see
Okay, so Mistletoe Malice seems to be quite a bit different. This is not a romance. It says a dysfunctional family reunites for the Christmas holiday from hell. And then something about exploding Christmas trees. So this is definitely quite different. I like the tone of the little sample, but right now this is not what I'm in the mood for, so I think it will stay in the last spot for now. Now we have The Christmas Catch by Clare, Lydon.
Not sure how much of Annie used to worship around Morgan walked on. It irritated us.
This is also a female-female romance. We have two characters, Morgan and Ellie, and I think we're told the story from Ellie's perspective. Now, Ellie always had a crush on Morgan, but they're now in their 30s and they're on a plane trying to go to Glasgow? No, to Devon, whatever. But their plane can't leave, so I think they're road tripping, and probably sparks fly. This one sounds quite cute. I'm not always the biggest fan of having that perspective of someone having like a big crush on someone, because it can feel just a little bit juvenile, I guess, even though they are in their 30s. So I think this one is still a little bit behind the other female-female romance on the list, but it does sound very cute. And now we're moving right along with The Christmas Swap by Talia Samuels. Perfect. I just wanted to say that it is supposed to come out today, but it wasn't like locked as out yet, so there wasn't the sample, but I just refreshed the page and there it is, so it was just a matter of seconds. So let's listen to The Christmas Swap.
My cat been together for 5 months. I say to my 4 days ago. No, that's just it takes a while.
In this book, we are following Margot, who is fake dating Ben for the holidays for a week. And I have such mixed feelings about this one, because my favorite Christmas book ever last year was one where we had a fake dating plot with the twist that the girl doesn't fall for the guy she's fake dating, but his sister. And this book has exactly the same plot, and so I have high hopes that I would love this if it's done well, but I also know I will not stop comparing it to last year's book. But then it also sounds really good. Like the little sample was really, really good. The tone of the story, the tone of the main character, I really liked it. So it is going quite high on my list right now. Probably second place, to be honest. But we'll see. I'm so conflicted with this one. But I also want to give it a try really bad. Okay, the next one is 3 Holidays and a Wedding, and this one sounds interesting because it's not only Christmas focused, but also has Hanukkah, I believe.
And Roger Sam Slade's ring. She opened her eyes to see her boyfriend 6 months. Nicholas Spangler, standing beside the bed.
Okay, so this one even combines 3 holidays, so we have Ramadan in the mix as well. And it is about a plane that I don't know if it doesn't take off. No, it has to have an emergency landing. And we have 2 like main characters, I guess, Mariam and Anna. And they are stuck in this town together. And I don't know what ensues. It says something about budding romances, unlikely friends, and meddling family members. And you got me at that. I love a chaotic family story. So this one is very, very high on the list as well. I might put it on second place, actually. Yeah, I think that's right. This one sounds really fun, really cool, and I would love to give it a try. Then we have A Little Magic, and I think this one has Hanukkah in it as well. So let's see.
And find the answer to her original question. Have you ever heard of this place? I've been there.
This one, I have mixed feelings. I see that there are two narrators, and one is probably the female lead, one is probably the male lead. So I've only heard the female lead, but I don't really love the way it's written. It's read. It's not terrible, but it just doesn't really compare to the other ones. So in this one, we're following Ellie and Theo, and Ellie has moved away from Vermont, but now for her job, she has to go back. And it's about this guy who's kind of rebuilding something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It just, I think it will stay in last place for now. I'm not feeling the magic with this one right now. Then we have Christmas with the Lords by Hannah Langdon. And this one is a nanny book, and it sounds cute, so let's give it a try. In this one, we're following our character called Penny, who is already in her late 30s, and she has been left by her boyfriend. And now she is going to be a nanny for a very fancy aristocratic family. This is the kind of setup I just really, really am a sucker for, and also the narration is just perfect. I'm so here for it. So I think this one will go into fourth place. Okay, and we have one last one, which is The Christmas Café by Eliza Evans. So let's go. Okay, this one sounds really, really funny. We're following a woman called Sylvie, who is a baker, and she has a dog, and she lives with her grandpa. And apparently the dog escapes with her bra. And while she is trying to get him back, she meets a film star who's there to film a holiday movie called Royce. And then there's also Abe, apparently. So we have two men who seem to be interesting for a main character. And the tone was pretty hilarious. I really enjoyed that, and also the way it was read. But because I don't love a story with multiple love interests, I think this one will go into, what is this, like 6th spot? Maybe 7th? I can't count. 7th. Okay, so let's talk about the list, and let's see which book I will read first. So in spot number 10, still very good, but just not completely convincing to me personally, is A Little Magic. It still sounds cute, but I don't think I would love it. So this one I'll probably not read. Then number 9, we have Misteltoe Malice, which doesn't really fit my current mood, but it does sound really fun in general, and I will put it on my wish list just to keep it in mind for another time when this might fit my mood a little bit more. Then we have The Christmas Catch on number 8. This one does sound quite cute, but it just didn't stand out in the way the other ones did, especially because, as I said, I don't love the perspective of someone who has a crush on someone for a very long time. I'll still put it on my wish list because it is a female-female romance, and I always love those. Then we have The Christmas Café on number 7, and I think this one will also go on my wish list. I just love the funny tone of this. And maybe I could get past the fact that we have two men here. I don't like the very long time best friend where there might be more kind of thing. It's not for me. So we'll see. Maybe I still give it a try one day. Then on number 6 we have Christmas Mouth. While I love the setup and it sounds really fun, I wasn't the biggest fan of the narrator, which is always not so great for an audiobook, but I still keep it on my wish list, and maybe I just get to it. We'll see. Then we have number 5, Christmas at the Gingerbread Inn. Now, as I said, since this is free on Audible and since we do have Black characters and a Black author, I will probably definitely read this if I find the time. So yeah, that one is gonna be read for sure, and it's on number 5 for me personally. Then we have a number 4, which is Christmas with the Lords. And yeah, the whole like nanny thing and the main character being a little bit older just sounds really interesting to me. It's just the kind of Christmassy tale that I'm a sucker for, and the tone was really fun and cute, so I would love to get to this one. And then on number 3 we have the Christmas Swap. As I said, female romance, but it sounds a bit too similar to the book I listened to last year. I tried to remember what it was called, but I'm just blanking right now. Let me check. Okay, that one was Make You Mine This Christmas by Lizzie Huxley Jones. If you have not read this one, I 100% recommend. So it sounds very close to that, but still, I'm intrigued and I'm gonna put it on my wish list, and maybe I'll get to it. Then on number 2 we have 3 Holidays and a Wedding. Now this one sounds so chaotic and I love it. I really want to get to this one, so definitely for sure on the wish list. And yeah, it just sounds so chaotic. I need this one definitely. Meddling family members is always great. And then on number 1, we have a male romance, which is not something I read a ton of, but I do enjoy every once in a while. And it is called Let Your Hearts Be Light by Quin. And this will be the first Christmas book I will give a try this year. I'm very excited about it because we do have older protagonists. We do have the children who are kind of involved in all of that, who are already also like teenagers. So I think this will have very interesting layers, and it just sounded really cool. Like the writing style just spoke to me, the way it was narrated spoke to me. So this is gonna be my number 1 for this year. Let Your Hearts Be Light. I hope it won't disappoint me, and I can't wait to start it very soon. That is it for my Christmas book audit in 2023. I hope you had fun watching this. I hope it wasn't too long. It took ages to film, to be honest, but I hope that I can edit it down in a fun way. And yeah, let me know which of these books you would have chosen, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye!